Hello YouTube, it's Wei. Today I'd like to make a video and walk you through my recently completed watercolor journal. This is my, I guess, third or fourth watercolor journal already, and it's a handmade sketchbook made with this very special kind of craft paper. It's not like normal paper because it doesn't tear and it can be washed and ironed. So I made it myself, the design and everything. I made three or four in total, and I was selling them on Etsy, but they're all sold out now, and I don't know if I will make new ones, if I will make more, because it really takes a huge amount of time to make these. So anyway, the cover has like two big pockets, so I just use them to keep for example, this flip book of normal drawing paper. I wanted to use it to sketch things before I paint them, but as you can see that I didn't use it at all. No, just once of the first painting. And you know, sometimes it helps to draw a sketch in pencil before you paint something. So I wanted to use it for that, but I guess it just I didn't use it. Anyway, I'll keep it for later if I ever think of it. And so this is my first page, and I'm going to flip all the pages one by one, and it's a journal that I use to keep all sorts of things that I see in everyday life, things I see in photos, and sometimes photos that inspire me on Instagram. I do a lot of flower paintings, either with a reference photo or on scene, plein air, and sometimes I wrote about the flowers that I paint, or where the photo comes from. And sometimes I recreate old paintings that I did before, and if I made a video, I would note it down as well below the painting. These small sketches are done during my vacation in Costa Rica. So one of the reasons I keep a watercolor journal is to, like, I don't know if you guys do the same, but there are times that you just don't want to do a large, serious painting, that if you just see a small flower or, I don't know, a glass of cocktail and I just want to sketch that. So this is where I do those very small sketches. And I try to do a little bit of everything, of different subjects, animals, food, landscape, and that sort of things. So all of these are done during my Costa Rica vacation. So for example, things I eat and drink, animals, landscapes, or view from the hotel, from the pool, or flowers I see in the hotel. This sketch here is done in the hotel ground, and I don't really like this sketch. It's kind of ugly for me, but I met some really nice people that walked past by and complimented me on my painting, and some of them would stop and watch me painting, and we were like talking. So that was a really nice moment. It was a good memory. And I just wrote about that in here. And when I was painting, there were these TT monkeys, or squirrel monkeys, I don't know what you call them. And they were sort of jumping above my head, branches to branches, and looking for food. So that was a lovely day. And for example, this one here is a flower that I saw in the hotel as well. So they were kind of hanging from this wall that was sort of in an awkward location, so I couldn't find anywhere to sit. I was sketching it like standing up, and then one of the hotel employees saw me and brought me a chair for me to sit on. So that was a really nice and sweet gesture. I just wrote about my experience in there. Excuse me. That's a little raccoon that came over onto the terrace in front of our room. Of course, I didn't sketch him right then and there because it's almost impossible for an animal to pose, to stay still, so I painted that to a photo that I took. And these are some yellow iris flowers. They were like really tiny. It was in front of the spa entrance. And I think they blossom like only twice a year or something. I don't remember exactly. I just remember one of the hotel employees came over and said something like I was really lucky to see them because they don't blossom very often, I guess. And here's the roses from my garden, but last year. So this is a sketch of my friend Mitz on Instagram. I do this occasional portrait paintings of Instagram followers, my Instagram followers, from time to time. And this is from one of her photos on Instagram. And I wrote about the mistakes that I made when painting portraits or painting people's faces, and some of the rough parts, because I'm not really good at painting portraits, so that's something that I need to work on. And I do a lot of roses, rose paintings, but I also try to paint flowers that I don't normally paint, like new flowers. This sketchbook is also a collection of all of my random little sketches, and that's one thing I love about keeping a journal like this, is that you get to paint and experience with different subjects, things that you never painted before, things that you want to try. You know, I don't know, sketches that are too small to make into a large painting, or like if I want to try, if I want to like paint a serious painting but I'm not really sure about how it would turn out, I would do it in this watercolor journal. I think I did this one as a comparison to an old painting that I did a couple of years ago, but for some reason I don't have the old painting in here. I should have kept it like right there for a comparison. But I guess I don't know where I put it. Alright, here's a little sketch to try out my new Sennelier colors. And by the way, most of the paintings in this book are done with the Sennelier Artist Quality paint. It's also my favorite paint. Some flowers I bought in my local farmer's market, and a little Oreo donut, one of my favorite desserts, so I wanted to take like 20 minutes to sketch it before I finish the whole carton. Let me see, I wanted to paint some animals, small animals. I'm not great with people and animals, so I guess that's something that I need to work on. And some more roses. Still life. Here's a little test of the Students Quality Sennelier paint called La Petite Aquarelle. I made a video of this. If you're interested, I will also put the link below. Just to test out how the Students Quality colors do compared to, for example, the Artist Quality. These two are of the Sennelier Artist Quality paint. And two small seascape paintings based on photos that I took in Seychelles. Alright, this one right here is a it's kind of an ugly painting. I don't know, it feels so awkward, that flower alone and everything around it. So I I didn't want to keep it in the sketchbook, but it's already there. So I wanted to, initially I wanted to cover it up with something, but I thought, well, it's part of the learning process, so I might just leave it in there. And I have a little painting. I would probably, I don't have washi tape now, but I would probably tape it down later so that it doesn't fall out. Some food sketches. And this is a sketch of my dog, May, when she was 6 months. My friend and I took our dogs, my dog and her dogs, to this place covered with snow on top of a small hill. So the dogs were like really happy and excited to play in the snow, and that was a fun memory. And here's a painting for one of the tutorials that I do on Patreon. For anyone interested, I do make complete full-length watercolor painting tutorials on Patreon. So if you're interested, I will put the link below and feel free to check that out. This one is a quick flower sketch that I did in a live stream on Instagram. I think it was the first live video that I did in there, and I still do it from time to time. I've seen that live video feature here on YouTube, but I guess you have to, like, I've checked it once. I think you have to like go through a certain setup process or download in a software, like an encoder or something. So I haven't done it on YouTube, but I've always wanted to try it. I guess I'll find some time to look it over again. I'm not really good with computer stuff. Alright, some more small sketches, landscape, again food, flowers. This one is a test sketch of the Sennelier cotton paper. I've recently started using the Sennelier cotton paper, and I think it's my new favorite cotton paper. I used to use Arches paper. For example, this notebook is made with the Arches cotton paper. I don't know if you can see the different texture on the camera. I don't think so, but in general, they're both excellent quality cotton paper, but the Sennelier cotton paper is a lot smoother than the Arches paper, so I guess it's better when it comes to small sketches, small paintings. So this is why I made my next watercolor journal with the Sennelier cotton paper. I'll show you later on. Here's another quick sketch in a live video on Instagram. So here's the last page, just a single rose because I wanted to try out this pink color in the photo, but it didn't actually turn out to be quite right. So I was doing some color swatches below it. It's only for my own personal reference. Alright, I guess that's pretty much everything I have in this journal, and I wanted to show you this new watercolor journal that I made, but I guess this video is way too long. So, and my battery is running out, so I'll wrap this video up, and I will make another video to talk to you about my new handmade watercolor journal. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope this video inspires you a little as to how to keep a watercolor journal or what to put inside. I gotta wrap this up, and I will see you very soon in my next one where I talk about my new journal. So I hope you all have a lovely day, and bye for now. See you very soon.